Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to the channel. I appreciate you being here today. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. Please subscribe, please hit that like button, and to learn more about me and my company, please check out the links below. Now, with all that said, let's get into our topic here today, and it's 10 tips to maximize profits in the gym business. 10 tips to maximize profits in the gym business. And one of the things I would recommend on this is courses for anywhere, anytime you can do this. But as this recording is being done, we're heading into a new year. And if you've not yet written your plan of action for the new year, if you've not yet updated your business plan for the new year, these are things that I would have in there. We want to make sure we're maximizing our profitability going into the new year, because it's so easy for cost to tick up. It's so easy for our margins to start to drop. This is not just about signing up new members. This is about improving our business. This is about improving our margins. Okay, so I want to give you 10 things you can think about that can help maximize your profitability, and things that I would evaluate right now. Okay, I wouldn't wait. So number one, assess and reduce your operating cost. Okay, take a look at your operating cost. Bid out vendors. Those vendor prices, those can go up over time. They just gradually go up and go up and go up. It's like, subscribing to something that costs $5 and costs $2 and costs $9 and $4. In and of itself, it doesn't mean a whole lot, but you do enough of them, it catches up over time. And it's the same thing here. So assess and reduce your operating costs. Take a look at everything you spend money on, and how can those costs be reduced? Okay. Now, the one thing I would comment here, we're not talking about your people. Okay. We're not talking about your staff. Okay. Your staff is a revenue generator. I'm talking about all the hard things that you spend money on. Assess that and look to reduce it. Make it a habit. First of every year, you're rebidding everything. Every vendor gets rebid. Okay. You'll be surprised how much you can save. Number two, adjust your pricing, cost of goods. Okay, if you're selling retail, can we get our cost of our retail goods lower? If we're selling supplements, can we get the cost of our supplements lower? If you're selling meal planning, can we get the cost of our meal planning lower? Okay, adjust our pricing. Can we go into a price increase? Okay, nothing wrong with raising prices. Okay, it's kind of the way things work. Everything goes up. Nothing stays the same. I'd venture to say that, the fitness industry has probably stayed abnormally low over many, many years compared to the value that it provides. But let's make sure that we're providing value, that we are solving problems, and we're providing solutions for folks. So adjust pricing, and let's look at lowering cost of goods. Okay, how can we reduce that? Number three, look at reviewing your membership and pricing. Review your memberships and pricing. Maybe you don't necessarily raise it. Maybe you add a higher end program that has more services. Maybe you have a lower end program that maybe is alternate day usage. So you're kind of capturing that high end, and you kind of got a low end there for those folks that maybe are a bit more price sensitive. But look at how can you get more revenue per customer. Review that pricing, review your membership offerings, and even how you sell it. There's a lot of salespeople, they'll get in the habit, if we allow them to, is they'll just push to that lowest level and sell that cheapest program that you have. Okay, and so review the memberships, review the pricing, make sure it's being done properly. Number four, upsell, cross-sell, and resell. Okay, and so this is kind of sales funnel, kind of a style here, but we want to upsell, we want to cross-sell, we want to resell, and so here's what I would suggest you want to think about here. Is when a customer comes in and buys, what we know, okay, from the data, that of all of our customers, 20% of them will pay more money if we simply ask. And so when a customer joins, Mary, now that you're a member with us, how would you like to get your results twice as fast? Oh, I'd love to do that. Fantastic. And Mary, our members that get the results twice as fast, and even faster, as they participate either in our private one-on-one program or in our semi-private program. Here's how it works. And so based on a proper presentation, we know that about 20% of our customers will take that. And now as we're walking them out, Mary, now that you're a new member with us, hey, we need to get you some cool looking gear. Mary, what do you think of these new leggings? What do you think of the material, on this hoodie? Mary, do you like to wear hats? And again, same numbers will apply. You'll sell about 20% of the folks. And based on what we see, it's about an average of about $60, per transaction. And so we want to upsell, cross-sell, and resell. Former members are in there. It's another great, source for you. And so we're getting more money per customer. Make sure that those kind of processes are in place. Okay. Number 5 on my list. I don't hear a lot of folks talk about this one when I get involved in clubs, but really understand your member lifetime value. What's the value of that member? One of the things that happens, depending on what you're charging someone, maybe you're charging $100 a month, $50 a month, $35 a month, $10 a month, whatever it is. Okay, there's a tendency sometimes just to fixate on that one monthly fee, which is insignificant in the big picture of things. And so, how long does your average customer stay with you? Is it 2 years? Is it 12 months? What is it? You should know those numbers. Go back and look, see what those numbers are. How long does your average customer stay with you? What is the lifetime value of that customer? So if I'm paying $100 a month, average customer stays for 24 months, and maybe I refer another member, maybe I add on a spouse, maybe I buy some private training, maybe I attend a seminar, maybe I buy some gear. Okay, all of a sudden the average value of that particular member may be $7,000, $8,000. And we want to start looking at folks like that. Let's don't look at it like, oh, it's $100 a month or whatever it is. That is the lifetime value of that customer is $8,000, maybe. Okay, look at your numbers and see what yours is. But start looking at it in those terms. It'll start to really how you change to do things. Okay. Number 6, lower your overhead. Lower your overhead. How can we cut cost? Okay, maybe we got rent, and the way I like to look at rent, how do I lower my rent? Well, I probably don't go to the landlord and lower it, but I might do some sublets, to effectively lower my overhead. We had a program one time, a club we were in, that really they were in desperate need of being saved, and we were able to get them fixed up. And one of the things that we did, they had a child care, and I think they were spending, as I recall, about $3,000 a month to run that. And we kept one of the gals on. She was kind of not necessarily the child care supervisor. She was more of the head recruiter, because what we did is we went out and got interns. We did trade outs with local high schools and junior colleges and universities and colleges and things of this nature. Someone want to come in and work 2-3 hour shifts a week, we'd give them a free membership. And long story short, with qualified people and with more people than ever to serve the customer, we were able to reduce our child care costs by $3,000 a month. Made a big difference. Okay, or if you've got a personal training program that's losing money, just not working for you, consider charging trainers rent. I mean, if you had 10 trainers paying $500 a month, that's $5,000 profit a month. I mean, you might go from losing money in personal training to making $60,000 a year. Okay, so look at lowering your overhead. How can you lower overhead? But these are things that I would do on a regular basis. I'm always looking at this. I'm not trying to choke it. I'm not trying to grind it, but I am looking at, hey, what makes sense? We still want to provide value. We still want to provide solutions to the customer, but at the same time, we have to keep our overhead under control, because at the end of the day, this is a very fixed cost business. Number 7, sell off old inventory. Sell off old inventory. You'll be surprised sometimes what kind of creeps up on us. I know I've walked into clubs and we're kind of going through things. I'll open up, the supply closet, and they've got enough supplies in there to last for years and years and years. Okay, just because we just overspent and didn't think about it. We've had others that had, ceiling fans, hundreds of them that they bought. We've had other ones that had, equipment that just never got put on the workout floor. And so you never know what you might have. Look at old inventory and let's sell it off. Number 8, this one's a big one, okay? We don't always think about it, I think, in terms of maximizing profit. I guess for me, and the kind of work I do, it's one of the first things we look at. But engage and motivate your employees. What kind of program do we have for our staff to really engage with them and to really motivate them? Because at the end of the day, what our job is as ownership and as management is we want to create an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act. And there's a lot that can go into that, but the first thing I would talk about is, staff training. What kind of training are we doing with our staff every single day? I know a lot of clubs that will use this channel, to train their staff, and they'll have meetings and talk about, various subject matter that we have on these videos. We have well over 1,100 videos. The lion's share of them are how-to videos, how to run your business, how to be more effective at it. But engage and motivate our staff. Your staff, your employees, this is your brand. This is what the public sees. No matter what kind of location you have, facility you have, equipment you have, it's going to come down to the people. Make sure we're engaging and motivating them. Number 9, add recurring revenue. Now, you've got the membership base. In most cases, that's recurring, right? There's some folks that sell packages. They'll sell 3-month packages, 6-month packages, 9 months and things like that. But in most cases, I think it is recurring. And you want your recurring revenue, at least from a membership standpoint, I like to sit at a minimum of 80% of your operating expense. Now, preferably that's 100 plus, right? But minimum 80%, okay? But look at adding more recurring revenue, okay? Maybe it's supplements. Supplements are a good one. Okay, because people leave your club, they move, they can maintain the the supplement forever and ever and ever, and that's a great recurring revenue. Consider on your websites, online training. Okay, create a whole membership package on your website. I know one of the things that we see in looking at clubs and doing evaluations on clubs, half the people that visit your website don't even live in the area. They're never going to walk in the front door. Well, if they hit your website, let's give them a reason to become a member. They can join your online program for $10 a month or $19 a month, and you get to 200, 300, or 400 members like that. That's a great recurring fee coming in every single month. Okay, and then number 10, make sure we're using our KPIs. Key performance indicators. What numbers do we need to know to run this business? Everyone watching right now, I'd ask you this. Okay, it's a pop quiz. What is your cost per sale? What does it cost you to sign somebody up? Do you know the number? What is your monthly attrition percentage? Do you know the number? What is your closing percentage? Do you know the number? And those are just a few. There's others, right? But we need to know exactly. So if I said, what is your age? When were you born? You know exactly when it is. You don't tell me, oh, yeah, it was around the 3rd. No. Okay, here's when it was. Same thing here. You want to know exactly what it is. And so know your key performance indicators. Know where you're at and where you need to be. Because every day, we're going to manage based on these objectives. What is your sales quota? It can't be, we just need more sales. Well, what's the number? We need 100 a month. Okay, there's your number. How much cash do we need to bring in every month? How much do we have to add to the dues line every month? What is the exact number? And let's monitor our projections, and let's manage based on those objectives. Know your KPIs. Know your key performance indicators. If you don't, it's really going to be impossible to make decisions, and certainly it's going to be tough to make the right decision. Okay, so know your KPIs. If you need some help on this, click the link below. We're offering a 45-minute free strategy session. Happy to chat with you about how we can help you, take your business to that next level. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And if you've not yet done so, please subscribe, please hit the like button. And again, check out those links below on how we can help take your business to that next level. And we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.